I'm under strict instructions not to touch this, but it felt a little in the way. Well, hey, hello everybody, welcome. My name's Derek Fritz, one of the 2 middle school band directors, and I have the honor and privilege, and sometimes chore, no, I'm just kidding, of directing these 7th grade students every other day in their band class. What you just heard right now was called Liberty March by James Swearingen. It's interesting. Normally, when you have a band concert, you would take the hardest tune and you would put it last. But for some reason, we voted in class and we voted to put this Liberty March first. What's really interesting about this Liberty March tune is it's by far the hardest tune that we have on this concert because in it we learned probably 5 or 6 new concepts. 7th grade band's really interesting because in 7th grade band, the first day of 7th grade band, you show up and you learn every single new thing that you will learn, like all of your 7th grade year. You learn day 1 of band, right? We were talking today in band, I was talking with the odd day 7th graders. It's like, imagine if you showed up to your LA class and day 1, they give you all 5 books you're gonna have to read, and you got the info for the 3 essays you're gonna have to write throughout the year. And then every day you got like 2 minutes of class time to work on each of those things, right? It'd be insane. No sane human would ever do that. But for some reason in 7th grade band, like all of the 7th grade band composers decide that we're gonna just learn all of the new things at once. So that was Liberty March. This next tune that you're about to hear is called Rising Star by Samuel Hazo. It's a really slow, absolutely beautiful tune that kind of shows off all of our instruments, as well as some really fun percussion instruments and a lot of really awesome dynamics. So this next tune you're gonna hear is called Rising Star. What makes this all way more impressive, I forgot to mention earlier, this is this band's first time ever playing together. Normally we see these kids in two different groups, a group of about 30 and a group of about 40. We have never ever, until 6 minutes ago, all been on the same stage together, which is really, really awesome. Makes all of this way, way more impressive when you consider that fact. Well, hey, we're already to the end of the 7th grade part of this concert, and I need to do a couple things. First of all, we got to talk logistics. Okay, 7th graders. When we're done here, you all are going to stand up, and you're going to smile the biggest smile you've got in your body. Okay? Percussionists, go towards the edge so you can be seen. Everybody in the audience, your job is to be patient. Mr. Feege is hiding somewhere out here. All I see is like darkness though. So he's somewhere out here. He's from the yearbook committee. He's gonna take a really nice photo on his really nice camera of all these students standing up. I'll just totally get out of the way. That way none of you parents in the audience have to try to take photos of your kids tonight. My promise to you all is that I will, the second that Mr. Feege sends me that photo, I will send it out to you all. So you can have a picture of your student in band. Cool? Then after that, we're gonna walk off. We practiced this today. We're gonna walk off to our right. There's some stands down here that we're gonna go sit in. Cool? That's really all. Then we're gonna have the 9th grade band is up, right? You all are coming up? Sweet. Oh man, I've gotta say, before we're done, it is so nice to see this auditorium so full. This is my 4th year here at Hudson doing this concert, and my first year, the auditorium was like half full. Right? And every single year that I've been here, I've watched it get more and more and more full to the stage where it like almost looks like it's completely full, right? My goal in like 5 years is that it's standing room only. But it's so awesome to see the community in Hudson really gathering around the band program, especially these past couple years post-COVID, now that we can actually play concerts. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. One other super secret thank you. Mr. Simon is hanging around back here somewhere. He's my colleague, so I don't actually teach these students all nonstop alone every single day. Mr. Simon is my colleague. He has been struck with an insane illness. He's been like sleeping for the past 10 days straight and woke up today and for some crazy reason decided that he was gonna have an 18-hour-long school day and come help out at the concert. So can we give him like a big old round of applause wherever he is? He's conducting on the next concert for the 8th grade band, and he was like, I think after I'm done conducting, I'm gonna say no words and just walk straight to my car and go home. It's like, that's awesome. Are you safe to drive home? Can you do that? Do you need a ride? So really awesome to have him here. So this last song you're about to hear is called Monte Vista by Robert W. Smith. It's a really, really awesome tune, and what I love about Robert W. Smith's music is that he takes the fun part of the song, and he makes sure that every single instrument gets to play it at some point. So you all will hear either the melody or this kind of ostinato bass line that happens in the background. At some point in time, every instrument gets to play one of those songs. So as somebody who played tuba for a living, right, in my middle school, high school, and college time, all I got to play was whole notes and half notes, so I feel really passionately about trying to find like something interesting for everybody to play. So your job while you listen to Monte Vista is to see if you can follow those fun lines from instrument to instrument and instrument, and see if you can count off every instrument getting something cool to play. Cool? This is Monte Vista by Robert W. Smith.
Ed, good evening, and thank you for coming tonight. It's great to see so many people, and you're all doing yeah, he already said all that, so I'll move right on. This is the varsity band. We put a little switcheroo on you in the program. That was actually Psalm and Celebration that we started with, and we will continue our program with Unraveling in just a moment. Before we do, two really quick things. I think he left, but we had one of our Wind Symphony members helping out in the percussion section tonight, so Madden Woodward, I wanted to thank you, so thanks, Madden. And if this is the first time that you've come to one of these concerts where it's 7th grade, 9th grade, symphonic band, this is one of my favorite concerts of the year because oftentimes, many of you remember as you're growing up as a little kid, if you measured yourself every day, you never got any taller. I remember being 4 years old and thinking, but I'm going to wake up on my 5th birthday and I'll have grown like 6 inches. I had this concept as a 4-year-old that you did all your growing on your birthday because I never saw any other growth. So it made sense to 4-year-old little McCarthy that'd be great. And wow, that was a rough morning waking up on 5th birthday and I was the exact same height. But what I mean by that is when you measure your growth every single day, it doesn't seem as though you grow or it doesn't seem as though you grow very much. But what's so great about this concert is you get to see the 7th grade and hear the 7th grade, which you guys sounded fantastic, by the way. You guys sounded awesome. Bravo to you guys. And just 2 short years ago, this entire group that you see on the stage right now was in 7th grade. And so you guys sounded great. These guys are the next step up. Well, there's one more step in between there. You stick around at 8 o'clock, you get to hear them. And then we get to hear the symphonic band. So you get to hear a wide range of growth in our band program from the 7th graders all the way up through our seniors with the Wind Symphony later tonight. It's not just seniors, but you understand what I'm saying. So you've picked a great night to come out. I realize that some of you are going, stop talking, get going, because I want to get out of here. But if you're so inclined, the 8 o'clock concert with our 8th grade and our Wind Symphony is going to be absolutely fantastic, and you won't be disappointed if you stick around for that one as well. And some parents are going, I have to stick around. I have kids in both. You're welcome. Okay, we're going to finish with Unraveling, then we'll bring the jazz ensemble out, and then the symphonic band.
this thing on yet? Okay, sweet. I'm Sam Cutter. I am the teacher of symphonic band, and also this is Jazz 1. Jazz is currently an after-school ensemble where these fellas behind me and fellettes auditioned back in October, and we started rehearsing like the second week of November. So where the rest of us, we've had our music for months. We just wanted to get something out for you, and since it's the season, figured we could be a little festive. So we're gonna play a little Santa Baby for You by Gordon Goodwin. I'm back. So this symphonic band, that piece you just heard, Halcyon Hearts, by Kataj Copley, is a wonderful, wonderful piece using different styles of hemiola and a little more complex harmony to give this mix of warmth and uneasiness through the entire piece and unsettling. And it's been really, really just a pleasure to put this together with the symphonic band. This next piece is a John Mackey. I really like John Mackey. His work is very unique. Again, using a lot of dissonance, so clashing chords and pitches you wouldn't, or notes you wouldn't think should go right next to each other. He's like, I think we're gonna do that. This has been a really, really tough one to put together. It's from a symphony he wrote a few years back called The Wine and Dark Sea. Highly recommend you look into it. It's about Greek mythology and the story of Odysseus. And this is about his venture with Calypso and him being trapped by her, and eventually he is let go, and just tells a whole story in such a short amount of time. So we hope you enjoy this Cruel Moon. Our last piece for you this evening is called Choose Joy by Randall Standridge. All of these pieces that you've heard from Symphonic Band tonight have had something to do with love or feeling a connection with somebody. So I thought, why don't we put it all away and button it up with just a really fun and joyous piece that we've had a lot of fun working on. We're excited to share with you. Please enjoy Choose Joy.
Welcome, thank you for being here. This is the 8th grade band. This is a really delightful concert. You get to see very, very much the difference between middle school to high school. This is the oldest band that we have at the middle school, and then next you get to hear the oldest band that we have at the high school. And then they combine at the end, which is delightful and quite fun. So thank you so much for being here. I'm not going to talk much more. I'm still recovering my voice from the Thanksgiving sickness. Mr. Fritz is going to conduct the rest of the songs. We've been co-teaching the 8th grade band this year, and it's been a very fun challenge. So here's Mr. Fritz with Softly Speaks the Night.
Man, I'm so jealous that I have to talk second because I feel like Mr. Simon stole half of the things I was going to say. You know, like cross out half of the notes that I had here. But I'm Mr. Fritz. I go teach this 8th grade band with Mr. Simon. I'm so excited to be here. Man, this is my 4th year in the school district. It's my 4th year being a part of this concert, and it's so fun to see with every single year that passes this auditorium fill up more and more. It's awesome to see an almost packed house, especially in like this post-COVID world. It's really awesome to see that music, especially band, is back in Hudson. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. What you just heard was called Softly Speaks the Night. It's a song that we've had for probably like 4 or 5 weeks. We've had it for a really short amount of time, and it gave us a great opportunity to practice playing together on these long and sustained notes and playing notes for their full length. It also featured our French horns a little bit and some instruments that we don't always get to hear. This last song that you're going to hear tonight from us is called Sandcastle Sketches. It's a really gorgeous tune, and the road map, as we would call it, is really, really difficult. It's got lots of awkward repeats. It's got a lot of instruments that can only play the second time of a repeat and not the first time of a repeat. It's got some weird soli sections. So the main thing that we've been working on with this tune is following the roadmap and, most importantly, getting to the end together. So hopefully in Softly Speaks the Night you will hear us all get to the end together. That's the dream. That's the dream. Before we play it for you though, let's go over a super little bit of housekeeping. So what's going to happen after we are done up here is 8th graders, we talked about this today, but all of you are going to stand and smile. Cool. Mr. Feege is somewhere out there in the darkness with a fancy camera. He's going to take a photo of you all for the yearbook. Okay, so you'll just like stand and awkwardly smile as long as until we hear Mr. Feege's voice from the darkness. Okay, cool. Then we'll get off stage. We'll go over to this little reserve section over here, and we'll sit and listen to the high school play. Cool. Then at the very end of the night, after the high school is done performing, we'll get back on stage for one big fun combined tune that we've put a lot of work into. But before we do any of that, here's Sandcastle Sketches.
All right. Thanks for sticking with us on that one. La Fiesta Mexicana is a standard in the wind band repertoire and features a lot of endurance and a lot of chops and a lot of insanity that these guys put together basically in 15 rehearsals. A week ago, we were at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. We had received an invitation from their music department to come do a joint concert with their wind ensemble. And so we literally took this crew and that piece, all 22 minutes of it, on the road, and they did just a sensational job. What you see going on behind you is a massive stage change because we are about to take all of these 8th graders and bring them up on stage with our wind symphony to do a combined piece for you tonight. Tonight, you've heard us talk about it's a big concert. You get to see the 7th grade, the 8th grade, all the way up through our top group in the school, and it's really cool to see that happen. But it's also a big night because our 8th graders right here are getting ready right now to register for high school, and it's really easy to think, well, I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm good. I want to take welding, and I want to take art, and I want to take this, and I got to take this and this and this and this. And parents, it's really easy to go, yeah, but you guys are doing so well, and I want to continue to see you play, and there's this fight. So 8th grade, a couple of things you need to know. One, your schedule your freshman year is a little tight. It's okay. You will still have plenty of time to take all the classes that you need in high school. You don't have to do them all your freshman year. 2, you guys sound amazing. You guys sound fantastic. And if you think about language and you think of music as its own foreign language, you think about the idea that some of you are going, but I've been doing this for 3 years. I think I want to try something else. Think about how good you would talk, 8th grade. Hi, up here. Those of you not paying, hey, there you go. Think about how good you would speak if you stopped learning how to talk at the age of 3. You still got a little ways to go. You heard what these guys are capable of. And before you all go, oh, I could never do that. I couldn't do that. Some of those folks on stage right now were right where you were just 2 years ago. This is your potential. This is your future, should you choose to embrace it. And it would be a personal honor to have every single one of you in my class next fall. So consider that your invitation. Parents, lastly, and you're going, oh, he's just talking, he's talking, he's talking. I told them I would only talk as long as it took them to change the stage. Which is fine, because I only got one more thing that I have to tell you. Parents, it's really easy to go, well, my son, my daughter, they've been playing and they don't want to, and I want them to keep playing, and I see the potential, and I know, but they just, I'm giving you permission tonight to go ahead and be the parent. I'm giving you permission tonight, 8th grade, don't listen to this part, you're not going to like it. But not only do you get to be the parent, I have the words that you need because I've been doing this for a little while now, and I'm going to help you. There is a way that you can go about this to help your son and daughter stay in. And it works like this. I know this because I've been doing this for a while and because I have had kids of my own that have come through the program. So parents, here you go. When your son, daughter says, I don't think I want to do band next year, this is the tried and true method right here. Here's what you need to tell them. No. That's it. It's that simple. Just say no. You can be the parent. You can be the bad guy. You can make me the bad guy. But let's keep them in. Tell them no. Tell them that this is awesome. And tell them that you want to hear them play in another 4 years. And especially for some of you who might, I realize that some of you might not go on to a career in music. Most of you won't. But you should keep playing for the rest of your lives. Should keep playing for the rest of your life. So parents, help us out. Make sure they get signed up. Tell them no if they want to quit. And if you need more help, call me. I'm here at the high school. I'm easy to find. I'm more than happy to help you out. 8th grade, it's been a delight to work with you guys. We're about to get you up on stage. Make sure that you sign up to be in our class next year. Fair? Awesome. They are close enough. We're going to get the 8th grade up here. We're going to change this out. We got a great piece for you, The Cave in Which You Fear. And then lastly, on their way out, all of them, 8th grade, they're going to help clear the stage, so give us 5 minutes. We'll get all the chairs and stands taken care of. Thank you so much for coming tonight. As soon as they're up here and ready to go, we'll play our last piece. Thanks for coming.
you.